It's interesting reflecting on where Prince Harry is now. And he says he was anxious about turning 30, he's excited about turning 40. What do you make of where he's at?
Yeah, well, 30 was a difficult time for him. He had been in Afghanistan. He was pretty traumatized by all of that. He was having panic attacks. He broke up with his girlfriend, Krista Bonus, just before he was 30. It was a pretty miserable time for him. Now look at his life. He's got what he wanted. He's in America. He's with the woman he loves. He's got kids. He always wanted kids. He lives in the sunshine. Yes, he's had a massive rift with his family here, but I think he's put that pretty much to one side. And this has confirmed what I thought, his statement to the BBC, which is unusual in itself, I must say. His statement that he's very excited about the next decade. I think it's full of joy of being a parent, and it confirms what I thought, which is he's happy in his new life.
And in terms of what the couple set out to achieve in the United States, are they succeeding, do you think? Because obviously the narrative here is still very much focused on the rift.
The narrative here, in my view, has become extraordinarily petty. We seem to deride everything that Harry and Meghan do. And personally, I think that if Harry's going to reflect on his life at 40, maybe we should reflect on what we say about them. Because we don't have to mock everything they do and say and how they act. For example, in Colombia, Daniela was talking about that. I thought it was fantastic that someone with Harry's kind of platform stood up and said, hey, we've got to stop what's going on online with our children. Some of whom, the people he was with, were parents of a child who had been driven to suicide by the dark web. Thank goodness someone like that is using that platform to do good. And in his statement to you, he confirmed that that's what he wants to do in this coming decade, just do good in the world with the platform he has. And all credit to him.
And do you see that going?
Well, I think he will continue to campaign. They will continue to visit, I won't say tour, various countries, highlighting issues they care about. That's what they want to do. They're pretty rich. Today, on Sunday, when he's 40, he will inherit more millions from his late grandmother and great-grandmother. So he's not short of a bob or two. So I think he can use that, as he says, to do good. And, we don't have to follow them. He doesn't invite a media party. In fact, he doesn't want the media, it seems, to go with him, just one or two reporters. So let's stop mocking them for saying it's a royal tour. They're just using their fame to do what they think will make the world, as Harry says, a better place.
Thank you, Jennie Bond. Hello, my fam. Welcome back. If you love Harry and Meghan, then you are in the right place. Subscribe today. Let's get one thing straight. Prince Harry is out here living his best life. He's embracing the freedom and the sunshine, soaking in every moment of his new Californian adventure. He's not lurking in the shadows of Windsor Castle, waiting for some mythical royal reunion that's never going to happen. He's moved on, leaving behind the weight of royal expectations. He's not glued to headlines from the Daily Fail, clinging to every snide remark made by the same press that tormented his mother and tried to tear his family apart. Instead, he's choosing to focus on what truly matters. No, he's building something real, in the sunshine, in peace, and most importantly, on his own terms. With Meghan by his side, he's creating a life filled with purpose, love, and genuine happiness. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the British press is still stuck in 2016, recycling the same tired narratives, obsessed, delusional, hoping for a redemption arc that fits their fantasy, where Harry returns, tail between his legs, begging for the acceptance of the very machine he chose to escape. It's not happening. They act like Harry owes them something, like he betrayed some sacred bond, but here's the truth they can't seem to digest. Harry didn't turn his back on the royal family. He turned his back on the toxicity, the racism, the abuse, and the constant invasion of privacy. He walked away from being their puppet. He chose freedom, he chose love, and he chose mental health over duty to a system that never protected him. Let's talk about that freedom for a second. The kind of freedom that lets you wake up to the sound of waves crashing on the shore and the sun kissing your face. This man is raising 2 beautiful children in California with the woman he loves. They spend their weekends exploring parks and having picnics under the clear blue sky. He's not being chased down alleys by paparazzi. Instead, he enjoys peaceful strolls through quiet streets. He's not having his every move twisted into tabloid poison. The media frenzy is a distant memory. He's not wearing a mask to please an outdated institution. He's free to be himself without the constraints of formalities. He's surfing, he's hiking, embracing the natural beauty that California offers. He's doing Netflix documentaries that matter, projects that tell real stories and make a difference. He's working on meaningful projects with a purpose, giving back to the community and making an impact. He's living in the sun, literally and metaphorically, enjoying every moment of this new chapter in his life. But the British media just can't let go. Every breath Harry takes gets spun into some bitter headline. Harry's lost. Harry regrets leaving. Harry's marriage is in trouble. Really? That's the best you've got? Sounds more like projection than reporting. Because here's the truth. He looks healthier, happier, and more at peace than ever. He's got that California glow, that I don't answer to you anymore energy. And let's not forget how they treat Meghan. The relentless smears, the cruel lies, the blatant double standards. It's disgusting. But still, they thrive. They love each other. They parent together. They protect their peace fiercely. And they do it with class, even while being mocked and belittled by people who wouldn't last a day under the same spotlight. To the tabloids, you lost your punching bag, you lost your scapegoat, and now you're bitter. Writing hit pieces for clicks and printing fantasy reunions for readers who can't accept reality. Wake up, Harry's not coming back. The Crown is not calling. The firm moved on, and so did he. He's not hiding, he's not miserable, he's thriving. Harry has found a new sense of purpose and joy in his life, far away from the constant scrutiny and relentless pressure of the past. And no amount of hate, mockery, or warped headlines can change that. The tabloids can spin their stories, but the truth is evident in his smile and the light in his eyes. He's a husband, a father, a man who cherishes his family above all else. His children are his world, and he's dedicated to giving them the love and stability he always longed for. A man who broke the cycle of generational trauma. He's taken the brave steps to heal and to ensure that his children grow up in a nurturing environment. A man who said, enough. And guess what? He's not alone in this journey. Millions are standing with him. People from all walks of life resonate with his story and support his quest for a better life. People who see through the BS. They understand the courage it takes to stand up against a powerful system. People who admire the courage it takes to walk away from power, privilege, and expectations, all to protect your own peace and your family. It's a move that many wish they could make. The British media can keep calling him names, keep trying to drag him down, keep mocking his every move. But their efforts are futile. It only shows how threatened they are by someone who no longer needs their approval. Harry's confidence and peace are unshakable. Their whole playbook is falling apart. The narrative they've tried to control is slipping through their fingers. The guy they used to bait for headlines is now out of reach, untouchable, unbothered. Harry has found his own path, and it's one filled with love, purpose, and true happiness. Meanwhile, they're still ranting about titles, still obsessed with royal protocol, still dreaming of some return to duty. Hate to break it to them, but Harry's duty is no longer to an outdated institution that never protected him. His duty is to his family, to his truth, to himself. And let's just say it. Meghan didn't take him away. That narrative is lazy and misogynistic. Harry was already on the edge. Meghan was just the first person who said, "You don't have to live like this." She didn't pull him away. She reminded him he had a choice. And he made it, boldly, publicly, permanently. So to all the haters still clinging to this fantasy that he's miserable, let it go. Your headlines don't define him. Your hate doesn't reach him. And your predictions, they're nothing but wishful thinking. He's living in the sun now, and no storm from across the pond is going to dim that light. Keep doing your thing, Harry. Let them talk. Let them spiral. You already won. You've got love, freedom, and the life you chose. That's more than most of your haters can say, and we're behind you, loudly, proudly, and unapologetically. Because the sun's a lot brighter when you're free.